thinking about your role as a Steiner teacher educator, how important do you believe environmental education is, and why?
Right, well, absolutely crucial for all the reasons I think perhaps most people would give, looking on the conditions of our world and the loss of biodiversity. And if you take the roots of that problem, in a way it's a kind of mirrored reflection of how we're relating to the living world and how we're relating to ourselves as human beings. And so all of education nourishes and guides those faculties that all human beings have to make a deep connection with the living world and not to disconnect from it. And the way in which science has been taught and is widely taught is a huge disconnect between a person's own inner life and the reality of the living world of phenomena around. I suppose that's been a little bit the journey of my life, to discover that, having been torn in a way myself, torn apart from that connection, finding my way back through anthroposophy and then through the practical stream of all of education has been my life journey, I suppose.
Do you think you were... Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, do you think you were perhaps disconnected from that perception because of mainstream education in the science field, the way it's...
Oh yes, most definitely. Yes, most definitely. I mean, I remember my first biology lesson very, very clearly. We were given a white tile and a razor blade and a daisy.
I thought you were going to say something else.
That's an introduction to the plant world.
Oh no.
You know, so that encapsulates, I think. There's nothing wrong with cutting up a daisy, but the context is just horrendous. And then if you take that down to younger age, now I think that doesn't happen now, but that was the extreme of what happened. Nevertheless, the agenda there is that the world is made up of little bits. And so children are taught very early about atoms. And I really was quite shocked when I was about 21, 22, when I was teaching. One of my colleagues said to me, "Graham, you realize atoms don't actually exist." I remember finding this, I had been so deeply imbued with their reality that this was quite shocking. It turned me around. So it forced my thinking to take quite a new path.